Over the last year, I've been dabbling in other gaming communities, and this has reaffirmed what I value as a content consumer, what I like to watch on YouTube. On my own Destiny channel, I take a sort of perfectionist approach, and I want the best version of a video out at all times, but that's just unrealistic. Even if I hire a team of editors and have ideas, there's just not enough time in the day. So I'm taking a page out of other content creators that I like to watch and just posting something, an opinion piece on some hot topic in the community. And I think I will do that more frequently. Today's topic is that I'm just simply excited for the future of Destiny. And you might have heard this a couple times from me, definitely from other content creators, but around the time of every new expansion launch, someone says this is the last chance for Destiny to succeed, as if they're going to quit the game. Destiny is way too special of a game. It combines elements that you don't find anywhere else. As far as the PvE goes, the closest thing I can get to it is Phantasy Star Online 2. I would say PSO does the PvE better. The only thing is I can't get it in first-person mode, so I have to take the next best thing, which is playing Ranger with free aim mechanics. We're in Florida. Home sweet home.
Yeah, welcome home. Okay, let's kill this thing. What is that? Ooh. Oh, that's a level 10. Yeah, no wonder everyone's doing literally like 1 damage.
Wait, can we push it off the map?
I don't think that works.
That's the Destiny player
I feel like
in
we're
me.
missing a mechanic or something like that.
When in doubt, push it off the map. So even if another game does the PvE better, it doesn't also offer PvP, and especially PvP that takes into account your progress in PvE. In short, the amount of deck building possibilities combined with the finesse of a first-person shooter is just a combination that doesn't exist in other games, and for that reason, Destiny is special, and even at its worst of times, it's still very unique. Now, granted, I would like the game to be pushed into more replayable directions with more aspirational, difficult content, but that might be asking too much since it does have to cater to a wide audience. However, in recent times, this makes me think that this can be a possibility for the future, which is why I'm so excited for it. First and foremost, they went back on the decision to have weapon and gear sunsetting. One of my main pain points with sunsetting is that it took far too long to build a fun playstyle, too much grinding, and you were stuck in this infinite loop of being on a hamster wheel just to get something of similar fun every single season. With sunsetting gone, you can tune a build over time and make it your own, master it. And then you can take that mastery into PvP or recently PvE, since it seems to be showing that they can embrace some difficulty when it comes to Grandmaster Nightfalls. And yes, every time they put out the next most difficult Grandmaster Nightfall, initially the community struggles with it a little bit, but that's just because they're not used to having to learn content in the first place. If you're used to learning content when approaching it, this really isn't that difficult, and if anything, this should be setting the baseline for where GMs should be in the future. I do think it's a community perception thing, and they don't realize how good at Destiny they are, especially when there are ample guides on YouTube that show you a way to simplify what is perceived as difficult. So if we look back a couple months, Bungie has made a couple decisions that maybe lend towards being more of a deck builder and embracing the difficulty and build diversity of Destiny. This is what excites me about the future. For those with less faith about the future of Destiny, I think the proof is in the pudding, or in this case, in my Destiny Item Manager. For those who don't know what Destiny Item Manager is, it's a side application that helps you organize your vault, and I'm very thankful that it exists because doing it in-game really sucks. So it has this PvP or PvE loadout feature where you can select weapons, name your loadout, and then have a bunch of weapons and gear load onto your character. This is the first time in Destiny history that I have had more than one PvP loadout, because between 9 kinetic weapons, 9 energy weapons, and 9 power weapons, I could create this universal loadout that can handle any game, any intensity, any build, and do it the best it possibly can be. If we contrast that to nowadays, I have multiple PvP loadouts because with the recent quick draw nerf as well as recent additions of making elemental weapons matter in PvP, especially tied to super energy, I have to care about a lot of different aspects that I would otherwise have a very clear best in slot with no downsides. And then also when we talk about stasis, build diversity, along with light subclasses getting retuning in the future, and the fact that I'm already in between certain exotic builds on these light subclasses means that I'm going to have multiple PvP loadouts, and very specific PvP loadouts, and very specific counter builds to when I see someone in the queue and I look at their build and say, I have the answer to this. And then I click Destiny Item Manager, load up that counter build, and set up my character as fast as I can before the match starts. This is one of my favorite things about Destiny, and it seems that it's only going to get better. And so to summarize this video, that is part of the reason why I'm excited for the future of Destiny 2, and I'm farming some of those build components right now at twitch.tv/camicakes. Afterwards, I will play some Phantasy Star Online 2 on the Japan server to do a similar sort of thing, but for a PvE game. See you guys there.